Today we're going to divide triple digit by double digit using estimation. So first let's talk about what we do when we have big numbers that we are dividing. Remember our steps for long division. We have 37 divided by 2 on our example. We write that as a fraction. Our bottom dog goes outside the house. Our top dog goes inside the house. So when we have these big numbers here on number 1, the easiest way to do it is to estimate first and then work from there. So if I look at 65 divided by 17, I could estimate and round to start. So 65, we could round that to 70. And 17, we could round to 20. So we would mark off those zeros and ask ourselves, how many times can 2 go into the 7? Well, 2 can go into 7 3 times. So then we're going to take this 17 and try it with the 3 and see how close we get to the 65. So we do 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. So that's pretty far away from that 65. So let's go up another group. Let's go to a 4. 17 times a 4. 4 times 7, 28. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So 68 is bigger than 65, so that's not going to work. So we have to stay with 3 groups of 17. So now we're going to try to make that into the division. So we're going to do 17 into the 65 and try it with 3 times. Goes in 3 times, multiply. 3 times 17 was 51. Subtract. So our answer would be 3, and we're going to write that as a remainder, 14. So that made it easier for us to solve by estimating first. So let's look at number 2, 49 divided by 21. So let's estimate the 49 and round it. We're going to round to 50. And we're going to round that 21 to 20. We're going to take off our zeros. We're going to ask ourselves, how many times can that 2 go into the 5? Well, 2 can go into 5 2 times. So we're going to take that 21 and we're going to multiply it with that 2 and see what we get. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So 42 is pretty close to 50. If we put another group of the 21, it would be too much. So now we can go ahead and make the division problem. We've got 49 divided by 21. 21 goes outside the house, 49 inside the house. So we're going to use that 2, goes into 2 times, multiply. 2 times 21 was 42. Subtract. So our answer is 2 with a remainder of 7. Number 3, 77 divided by 25. So we're going to estimate first. Round the 77 to 80. Round the 25 to 30. Take off the zeros. Now we're going to ask ourselves, how many times can our 3 go into the 8? Well, 3 can go into 8 2 times. So let's try the 25 with the 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, So that's pretty far away from the 77. So let's try another group of 25s. So instead of 2 groups, we're going to do 3 groups now. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So that's much closer than 50. So 75 is close to 77. Okay, so we're going to use that one. So we're going to now work out that full division problem. 77 inside the house, 25 outside the house. Goes into the 3 times. Multiply 3 times 25 was 75. Subtract. So our answer is 3, remainder 2. Number 4, 78 divided by 39. We're going to estimate first. Let's round 78 to 80. Let's round 39 to 40. Mark off your zeros. So we're going to ask ourselves, how many times can our 4 go into that 8? Well, it can go 2 times. So now we're going to try that 2 and multiply it with our 39 and see what we get. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So that gave us our 78. So when we did our long division, that's going to go in 2 times, and there won't be a remainder because that was our full answer. So it's 2 with no remainder. 68 divided by 17. Estimate first. Round the 68 to 70. Round the 17 to 20. Mark off the zeros. Now we're going to ask ourselves, how many times can our 2 go into our 7? Well, it can go 3 times, so let's try the 3 and the 17 and multiply those and see what we get. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. So we're pretty far away from 68, so let's try another group. Let's go up to 4 groups of 17. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 1, 4, plus 2 is 6. So that gives us our 68. So if we were going to do our division up here, we would do 17 outside the house, 68 inside the house, goes into it 4 times, multiply, 68, subtract, so we have no remainders. So our answer is just 4. So remember, when you have big numbers that you're dealing with, you are going to estimate first so that you have a starting point on where to go next. Remember, your steps for long division is grumpy men sing badly. Goes into, multiply, subtract, bring down. Start steps over.